Hit the ground, 느낌은 crystal clear. I got no fear. Heartbeat racing louder than a gun. 이 순간 난 already won. I'm invincible, nothing can break me. Limitless flow, don't try to chase me. Crash like a wave, wild and free. You move that weak, I'm all you see. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. 두지 않아.
Naimbaga na PVL fans! We are back up north in the Candon City Arena in Ilocos Sur. You're tuning in to the second game of our Saturday doubleheader here in the 2025 PVL Reinforced Conference. On your screens, Bionic Iloga, Jobs Gonzaga, and here on the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans playmaker, Dina Wong. We have action in Pool C as the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells and the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans begin their second preliminary round campaign here. Again, we are at the Candon City Arena. Magyamanak, maraming salamat po for watching us here at the PVL Reinforced Conference. Now, this is some intense Pool C action. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be, especially to everyone catching us on the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Alexis Tinsay at your service, together with Neil Flores and our courtside reporter, Jules Israel, who will be delivering the best storylines coming from Candon, Ilocos Sur. On your screens, AC Minor and Maji Madayag with a conference high of 6 blocks. We're also live here on One Sports Plus channel 261. Let's talk about the Reinforced Conference standings, Neil.
Well, the race to the top 8 is definitely on. All of the teams will only have 3 games in the second preliminary round. Based on our calculations, nilabas na nga ng mga fans yung calculators nila. Teams need at least 3 wins to at least have a shot in entering the next round. Only the top 8 teams will proceed, and from that point on, it will all be a single elimination game format. So it is a must-win game for CHOCO MUCHO. ZUS is still perfect in terms of win-loss record. The only team with a 5-0 record, and that's all thanks to their foreign guest player in Anna De Beer. She's the #1 scorer of the league, and she's also #1 in terms of attacking efficiency. 42% after 5 games. She has really proven to be one of the best, if not the best, reinforcement in this edition of the PVL.
You're right, combining firepower with steady floor defense. If you're gonna look at the rankings, #1 best scorer, #1 best spiker. As of the moment, we really gotta drink responsibly for Anna De Beer, and also #3 best receiver. But we go and move on to the other side of the court, and we have the #1 best digger as of the moment in the likes of Tang Ponce, 4-time best libero here in the PVL.
Generally, CHOCO MUCHO has been on a rocky road this reinforced conference, but one thing remains the same, and that is the performance of Tang Ponce. She is a 4-time PVL best libero, and she continues to set the standard in terms of defense. So we already highlighted the offense of Anna De Beer, and now we highlight the defense of Tang Ponce. Let's see kung gaano kadami ba ang may aangat na bola niya today against ZUS Coffee.
You're right, talking about the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. They're #2 in best spiking team, #1 best setting team. And on the side of Tang Ponce, they are #2 in the best blocking department, and also #1 at receiving. Now, we will get exclusive reports from Jules Israel when we return. So we will be back here on One Sports Plus in the Pilipinas Live app.
PVL Reinforced Conference live here in Candon City Arena, Ilocos Sur. It's the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans versus the undefeated ZUS Thunderbells. Seven Irene, let me add to what you shared earlier. It seems that ZUS has found their perfect blend, and someone brewing all that brilliance is their reinforced guest in Anna De Beer. For a team with no losses, Anna is calm and confident going into the second round and their first game. She told me that their perfect streak of winning is not on her mind, and I even spoke with her mom earlier and said that Anna has always been the go-to scorer since she was in high school. So going into that second round, she is excited for what's to come. Now across the net, we have the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans who are looking for a sweet redemption after those losses. And it begins with the league's leading libero in Tang Ponce. You know, I caught up with Coach Dante Alinsunurin over lunch a while ago, and he is proud and acknowledges Tang and his... Right, and the admirable traits that stood out to Coach Dante is Tang's openness and trust in his coaching staff. You know that good defense is a good foundation for the team to make a comeback today. Now we have a Pilipinas Live exclusive question for you, and that is, which team will control the game in serve and reception today? And converse with us online also with the hashtag PVL2025. Now let's see who our starters are for the second game of the doubleheader.
Welcome to the Candon City Arena in Candon City, Ilocos Sur. This is the 2025 Reinforced Conference of the Premier Volleyball League, the heart of volleyball. This is the second round of the preliminary round. Match number 34 of the tournament features the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells and their opponents, the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans. Introducing the two national referees officiating this match. Our first referee is Fernando Velarde. Second referee, Chopper Educado. Now meet the starters. First, for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Setter, number 21, team captain Clom Montañedo. Opposite hitter, number 8, Jobelin Gonzaga. Middle blocker, number 15, AC Minor. Outside spiker, number 17, Viola Cepalios. Guest player for the USA, outside hitter number 18, Anna De Beer. And middle blocker number 19, Riza Nogales. Starting libero is number 16, Alyssa Eroa. Head coach for ZUS Coffee is Jerry Yee. And now the starters for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans. Outside spiker number 2, team captain Tess Cheng. Another outside hitter number 1, Isa Monte. Middle blocker number 7, Madi Matayag. Setter number 20, Tia Antaya. Middle blocker number 22, Cherry Nunag. And guest player from the USA, opposite hitter number 23, Marley Smith. Starting libero is number 16, Tang Ponce. Head coach for CHOCO MUCHO is Tante Alinsunurin. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games Amusement Sport. It is Coffee versus CHOCO MUCHO. This is the PVL.
And as you can see on your screens are the starters of the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. We have Minor, Nogales, Gonzaga, Mondoñedo, Ceballos, De Beer, and Eroa as their libero. Now on the other side of the court, wanting to bounce back and have that resurgence, we have Munag, Madayag, Andaya, Molde, Cheng, and Ponce. And again, back to her original position. Just like the last match, Smith is on the opposite for CHOCO MUCHO.
CHOCO MUCHO needs this win more compared to ZUS Coffee right now, and they're in the 9th spot of the team standings. Only the top 8 will proceed to the quarterfinals. It is a heavy schedule for CHOCO MUCHO. They still have ZUS Coffee. Ito nga yung lalaroin natin today. They have the Creamline Cool Smashers and Akari Chargers in their upcoming schedules. And as for the Thunderbells, they still have Signal and Nextled.
Many games ahead here. Neil, again, thank you for tuning in to the PVL Reinforced Conference. 1 point here, ongoing. Smith sails that out. That's going to be an exchange of 3 points here on both sides of the court. Again, if we're looking into the storyline, ZUS Coffee entering this match riding high after a powerful reverse sweep over Akari, led by the explosive performance of Ana De Beer, 33 points. Meanwhile, CHOCO MUCHO looks to recover from a tough straight set loss, eager to prove they can keep pace with the surging Thunderbells. 2 back-to-back losses now.
CHOCO MUCHO is really looking for a bounce-back win. They look good in the first half of the sets they played against the Capital One Solar Spikers. It's just that Bella Belen happened, and they lost that in 3 straight sets. But we know that this is also a complete CHOCO MUCHO lineup. They have a strong opposite hitter in Marley Smith. She's back in her
Original position,
so that can help them. Wala lang si Kat Tolentino, and before pumasok si Marley Smith, si Kat yung naging main source of points for the Flying Titans. But this is a good start. A great block there by Matzela.
You're right on that. Madi Madayag with a conference high of 6 blocks. And again, they're number 2 for the blocking department currently here. That point goes to ZUS Coffee.
That is going to be the main plan for CHOCO MUCHO, to get as many rebounds against Ana De Beer as possible. But for ZUS Coffee, they just have to stick to the same game plan. The locals should produce their own points and not rely lang kay Ana De Beer, because that's what happened in the first 2 sets loss against the Akari Chargers. It was only Ana De Beer scoring for ZUS Coffee, but when the locals started to help her, they pulled out that reverse sweep.
Tama ka dyan, Neil, as Joms Gonzaga scored 11 and Chini Arroyo also rising from the ranks, 10 points for their last match against Akari. Double points here for 3 locals, together with Riza Nogales for ZUS, accompanying Ana De Beer with 33 points with that 5-set match. Nakuha yun ni Des Cheng on the side of CHOCO MUCHO.
We've been exchanging points in the first few rallies of this set.
Take a look at that replay. Now we have Marley Smith on deck, ready to serve for CHOCO MUCHO. Mondoñedo will choose the beer from the pipe. Ball is kept alive. Chance here for Cheng. And that is going to go for CHOCO MUCHO.
That's back-to-back points for Des Cheng. We know that the Flying Titans is a defensive team. So malaking bagay against the hitters of ZUS Coffee. There's a reason why they're still undefeated. Teams really have a difficult time in setting up their defensive patterns against the attackers of ZUS Coffee. Yeah, it is going to be their blocking system and digging system in the back row that will help them win today against ZUS Coffee.
And like what you talked about, how can CHOCO MUCHO get more consistent support around Marley Smith and Madi Madayag?
Unang-una, I'm sure iiwasan ng ZUS Coffee si Tang
Yes.
pag nasa service line sila. So the other receivers and defenders just have to anticipate the ball na papunta sa kanila.
Take a look at that play. CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans scrambling with that last sequence by Ceballos. Live here at the Candon City Arena from Ilocos Sur, we are tied at 5 early on here. This is set number 1. This is ZUS Coffee versus CHOCO MUCHO. And that's going to be an easy one for Andaya.
Andaya is a very offensive setter. When Coach Dante started to use her, there was actually a game in the first preliminary round. Nakalimutan ko lang kung ano. But I think she scored 7 or 8 points.
And that's pretty large for a playmaker herself. She takes matters into her own hands. Mondoñedo will choose. And that's going to be another point produced by Ceballos, who has the hot hands here for early on start of the set.
An early combination play there for ZUS Coffee. Only a single blocker set up by the Flying Titans.
And that's going to be a 3-point for CHOCO MUCHO. Madi Madayag. Ready to serve here. Number 2, best blocking team as of the moment. CHOCO MUCHO. That's going to sail straight into the net. That's going to be another free point. 3 unforced errors already here caused by CHOCO MUCHO. We are tied here at 7. Ceballos with 2. Andaya. Choose Molde. And that's going to go to ZUS. Now, first technical timeout. ZUS on top by 1. We'll be back.
And welcome back. You're watching the PVL Reinforced Conference live here in Candon City Arena, Ilocos Sur. It's the ZUS Coffee Thunderbelts versus the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans. Neil and Alexis, I spoke with Reinforced guest Marley Smith, and she said there's still a lot of work to be done when it comes to their energy, communication, and execution. This is only the second game that Marley Smith is playing back in her original position as an opposite hitter. She is hoping that in tonight's game she is better adjusted and also more confident in this role. And although she hasn't extensively trained with the team in this position, Marley trusts that they were able to talk about their plays and communicate on their strategies during training. Tonight, the Flying Titans are hoping to play smooth and steady, wanting to get back to the win column as soon as possible. Let's keep on watching Alexis and Neil.
Jules, we are hoping for that resurgence, especially in this crucial game of theirs. Smith continues to be the top offensive weapon, as like what you said, back to her original position, putting up 12 points in their straight set loss to Capital One. Again, she is expected to carry an even heavier scoring load today, especially against ZUS Coffee. We have Andaya again here on deck. Strong serve. De Beer. Put it up for Molde. Cross court. Eroa was there. Chance here for De Beer again. And that's going to be unsavable on the side of CHOCO MUCHO. That's going to be ZUS's point.
Just out of reach for the sweeper of the Flying Titans. But the good thing about that last rally is that Choco Mucho is getting a lot of good touches on defense. First line of defense, andyan yung double block nila. Every time napapabagal nila yung bola, there's always yung suporta agad na nasa likod. That's why they're able to run their counter-attacks. It's just that in longer sequences, mas nangigibabaw yung offense ng ZUS Coffee. The conversion rate is still high, definitely, for Ana De Beer. And Isa Molde has been challenging that cross-court angle na nakapwesto na lagi si Eliza Eroa. So they have to be creative in looking for other angles if they want to score more.
You're right in that, Neil, kasi sinabi mo nga kanina, full load ang team ng Choco Mucho right now. They've got all the members that they need to have this resurgence. A little bit more of creativity again against the best scorer and best spiker and also best spiking team here as of the moment here in PVL. 9 serving 12. We have Molde to serve. Montoñedo to Gonzaga. Popping it up. Chance here. Good attempt by Minor. Montoñedo will choose De Beer again. You see Ponce keeping it up alive. And that's going to be back-to-back points for Choco Mucho. 2 touches on the side of ZUS.
What a dig from Tam Ponce. We kind of expected this performance already from Tam. She has been very consistent throughout the conference. And intentionally, iniiwan ng Choco Mucho yung cross for her.
Like what you said, kailangang iwasan si Ponce, pati si Eroa.
It's a great point of attack though from the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. The quick play will connect. Long Montañedo and AC Minor.
Minor with 7 points last match against Akari. Andaya will choose Smith. Good save there by Gonzaga. And nobody's there. Worth celebrating. That's going to be a 3-0 run for the Flying Titans.
Marley Smith already mistimed that jump. It was a gift, pero ang layo sa net ng bola. She got some help from the tip of the net, so that is going to be a point for the Flying Titans.
Nug. Strong serve. De Beer putting it over to the other side. Who will Andaya choose? It will be Cheng. Popped up. Montoñedo to De Beer again. It's a no-go. Chance here. Cheng! Coverage is there. Long rally ahead. Who will end this point? And it will be the likes of AC Minor. This tibay defensive play of the set is brought to you by Elastoseal. Selyado ang bubong anumang panahon. Single-handedly blocked there.
Set was just too low for Maddie Madayak. She couldn't do anything about that. Dahil bantay sarado na siya ni AC Minor.
High set. And that's going to work for Des Cheng of the Flying Titans here. We're seeing a closer game. Again, they do want to indeed bounce back from that 3 straight set loss against Capital One, against Zengo and Belen. Marley Smith with 12 points last match. Let's see if she can top that. Montoñedo back set. That's going to be 2 consecutive points for AC Minor for ZUS. That's what we're talking about. Not just about the reinforcement, but also the support of the locals here, showing their strength for ZUS Coffee.
Single blocker, no problem for AC Minor. She is the second best option. She has been one of the rookies na talagang napakaganda ng performance here in the Reinforced Conference. That's Maddie's version of a slide attack, and it will connect.
And that slide attack has been a classic, even in their past game against Capital One. Yun ang nanaig for Choco Mucho, has been the right spot for that past match. Des Cheng, ready to serve with 5 points against Capital One. Montoñedo will choose Ceballos, and that is going to be a solid block point.
Welcome to my territory, says Maddie Madayag. Another great defensive stop for Madzilla.
Ranked number 2 for the blocking department, CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans. They have been trying to contain ZUS Coffee, but as you can see, Riza Nogales is saying we're still on top here. Second technical timeout, ZUS Coffee still. And we're still here for set number 1. ZUS Coffee against CHOCO MUCHO. We are live from the Canton City Arena in Ilocos Sur. Again, Madzilla really mad by the net here, trying her best to contain the offensive prowess of ZUS Coffee. Rally ongoing here, Molde. And that's going to be a solid block point from our recent conference's best middle blocker in the likes of Riza Nogales.
Tight double block for ZUS Coffee.
And a bit of a scramble there on the side of CHOCO MUCHO. Middle's activated by Mondoñedo. Molde for that attempt. Sails out way too powerful. That's going to go to ZUS.
It's now a 4-point lead for the Thunderbells.
And Neil, we've been talking about ZUS Coffee's middle attack clicking. So what should the Flying Titans do to slow Nogales and Minor?
They just really need to put in extra effort, I would say, because there are times na hindi na sumasabay yung middles nila for the support block sa wings.
And again, Andaya takes one for the team, contributing herself.
This is one of the few games na magsa-start si Andaya, so
Right.
you can see that the starters are still adjusting to the sets and the decision-making of their playmaker.
Again, if you're going to look at the past match, Andaya played in the last set. On the third set against Capital One, Wong started in the first 2 sets. We have Arroyo here, seeing first-time action for Coach Jerry Yee. Again, rising through the ranks as she delivered 10 points for ZUS last match. That's going to be back-to-back points for Riza Nogales, who had 11 points. Now we'll have CHOCO MUCHO call for time.
Okay? Pasa na naman tayo, naka-offense na naman tayo ngayon eh. Okay? Last lang muna ha, relax. Pag tina-target, adjust lang muna tayo. Adjust, buha muna tayo. Buha muna tayo, adjust tayo, adjust. Adjust lang tayo ha. Makunik lang tayo ng isa ha, makunik lang tayo ng isa. So, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go! Hi! CHOCO MUCHO! Bye, my friend! Let's go! Yeah, let's go! Cover, cover!
They're talking about solidifying their coverage. It's a 5-point cushion for ZUS Coffee. Neil, what do you think should the Flying Titans do here in order to catch up?
They have to be consistent in the passing department. Yes, I agree with what Coach Dante said. May pasa naman sila, but there are times na sumusobra or nabibitin. That's why wala silang choice kung hindi pupunta sa left pin. Net violation will be called on the Thunderbells, so that's a much-needed break point for the purple shirts. Nasa harap na ngayon si Marley Smith. Let's see if she can score a couple of points para mapalapit sa score ng ZUS Coffee.
Lead right now is cut down to 4. 16 serving 20. We have Adaya on deck here for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans. The sail out, that's going to be a free point for ZUS Coffee. Now reaching their 21st marker. That's going to be 4 points away from sealing set number 1.
It's also one of the reasons why they're down by this margin because of those service errors.
Mondoñedo, Arroyo, Gonzaga, cross court. Andaya was there. Ponce will pop it up for Marley Smith. Mondoñedo will choose Minor, and again, when you activate the middles of ZUS Coffee, look at that efficiency.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of activation from Mondoñedo. Then sa middle blocker possession nila, AC Minor has scored 3 or 4 points already. Risa Nogales has scored her points on the defensive end.
22 serving 16. That's going to be a very crucial point from Cherry Nunag. Really needed that for CHOCO MUCHO.
It's the best hit from the middle so far for CHOCO MUCHO in this first set. They're still down by 5.
Flying Titans will do everything they can to halt the Thunderbells from getting this set. And that's going to be CHOCO MUCHO's.
Catch and throw violation will be called on Jovelyn Gonzaga.
Take a look at this replay. Mondoñedo to De Beer. Once it was there, Andaya, now to Cheng, cross court. And pasok yun.
Great chase from Pia Andaya. She was able to set that up well, papunta kay Des Cheng.
Take a look at this replay. Look at that angle.
Sharp cross, good to go for Des Cheng.
Zone targeting for Des Cheng here. Mondoñedo will choose Gonzaga. Targeting that corner pocket.
Long and deep for Jovelyn Gonzaga.
23, serving 19. 2 points away from grappling set number 1. Andaya to Cheng. Ball is kept alive. Mondoñedo, a bit of a scramble, but still alive. Cheng again. Clutch save there by Arroyo. Marley Smith's turn to pop it over to the other side. Mondoñedo with the beer.
Ooh.
Look at that save. What a save from Ponce. Longest rally so far, and we have the playmaker making it herself. Mondoñedo for that kill.
I would consider that as a mistake from CHOCO MUCHO because they gave an easy drop ball to the defense of ZUS Coffee. Ang lakas ng balik ng bola sa kanila.
Now for our second game tonight, we're already at set point here. For set number 1, De Beer for that kill, still alive. Ponce will pop it up high for Des Cheng, cross court. Good save there by Arawa De Beer. And that is going to sail out. It's a not yet for ZUS Coffee.
There's a violation called on Alan De Beer. I think it was a net fault. Substitution from Coach Dante. Gina Rocha will replace Cherry Nunag.
Arocha with this very crucial serve. Let's see how it will go. Will this be the final point? Then again, has been activated all set through. Look at that power from AC Minor. That Montañero minor connection has been surging since the start of set number 1. This point is brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. And as you can see, what an opener here in Ilocos Sur. ZUS Coffee takes set 1, showcasing sharp attacks, disciplined defense, and great ball distribution. The score is 25-20 with ZUS on top. We'll be back with set 2 action. Naibag Arabi again, PVL fans. Agyamanak, maraming salamat sa pagnood sa amin. 25-20 is the score. And it's ZUS on top. Again, both teams traded blows in that opening frame. Let's take a look at the set 1 highlights, Neil.
In set number 1, I would say that the locals definitely scored more compared kay Ana De Beer. From the get-go, na-sense agad ni Clo Montañero that was the game plan of Choco Mucho. They got a lot of good digs and good rebounds around Ana De Beer. Don't get me wrong, she still scored. But it was really the locals who dealt damage dun sa defensive system ng Choco Mucho. There were also ball control issues here and there in the Flying Titans. So that's also something that they need to address as we take a look at the numbers in set number 1. Choco Mucho actually had more blocks and it showed. But they gave away 10 unforced errors papunta sa ZUS Coffee. That was just too much. And ball control issues, service errors, a couple of errors from their attack. So those are the things that they need to clean up. Because if you actually lessen the unforced errors, ang dami pa sanang pwedeng nangyari sa set number 1. So 10 is just too much.
You're right, Neil. Now rotations will matter, and so will service pressure. So let's see who takes control of set number 2 as we are almost underway again. We want to welcome everybody because we are also live on One Sports Channel 6. We're also live One Sports Plus Channel 261, and thank you for everybody tuning in on the Pilipinas Live app. Alexis Tinsaya at your service together with Neil Flores and our courtside reporter, Jules Israel. Again, we are live here at Candon, Ilocos Sur. Out of town, but in their heads. Everybody's in the game for set 2 as we are underway. That's going to sail out. That's going to be a free point to start it off here for ZUS Coffee.
That's not the way you want to start the set. You're coming off a set where you gave 10 free points to your opponent.
Marley Smith. Ceballos will get that. Chance for De Beer. That's going to be way too powerful. That's going to be an exchange of free points again. If you're Choco Mucho, you wouldn't want to produce as much as 10 errors like their first set.
They're already doing a good job in the blocking department. Okay din naman in terms of attacking despite the ball control issues. So it's really about those free points given to ZUS Coffee. They continue to get their block points. Credited to Des Cheng. He's been very active, not just on defense, but also in offense. Set number 1.
This tibay defensive play of the set is brought to you by Elastosil. Selyado ang bubong anumang panahon. Like what you said, Neil, 11 attacks. Kuha naman. And 4 blocks. 2 more than ZUS.
Too fast, too strong.
Take a look at this replay. Again, a high 33-point monster outing for her last match. But like what Neil said, everybody contributing equally with equity here on the side of ZUS Coffee. Montoñedo will now choose Ceballos for that smart play.
He does that so well. Kita niya na nasa dulo pa si Tia Andaya. No way for her to reach that ball.
Great court sense here for Ceballos. We have De Beer serving the score. 3 serving 2. Andaya will choose Cheng. Another one here for Des. And that is going to be way too powerful on the side of Choco Mucho.
But there is a block touch called by the first referee.
And tuloy-tuloy pa rin dito on the service line. Unag will be the one serving. Montoñedo back set to Minor. And that's going to be back-to-back points for Ceballos, who has been reading the other side of the court very well, Neil.
Another overpass with the Flying Titans.
High court sense for Fiula Ceballos. Efficient zone targeting here. AC Minor on deck here for Coach Jerry. Just 1 point up. That's going to be an easy first point for Thea Gagane, seeing first-time action here for set number 2 for Coach Jerry.
Kahit yung mga simpleng overball ng ZUS Coffee, nagiging puntos pa for them.
Minor here for ZUS Coffee. Let's see if the Choco Mucho Flying Titans can recalibrate their coverage and their defense. And that is going to work. That's going to cut that run for ZUS Coffee. Let's take a look at this replay. This Tibay defensive play of the set is brought to you by Elastoseal. Selyado ang bubong anumang panahon. Godzilla still present here for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, being the bright spot since their last match. And that's going to be 2 straight easy points for Thea Gagane.
Spacing is already established dito sa ZUS Coffee. So kahit saan pumunta si Clo Montoñedo, it's either delayed or single block na nabibigay niya sa attackers niya. Kaya ang sarap ng buhay ng attackers ng ZUS Coffee.
We always say that kung saan man tumingin si Clo Montoñedo, everybody has been reliable on the side of Coach Jerry, be it a starter or even from the bench.
It's another out-of-system play. The Flying Titans, nowhere to go there from Des Cheng. Only viable option at that point was to try to get a hit out. She went for a cross-court kill. That's another overpass. Choco Mucho, just like that. We enter the first technical timeout with ZUS Coffee on top by 4.
The PVL Reinforced Conference here in Ilocos Sur City and Candon City Arena. And you know, Neil and Alexis, I spoke with Riza Nogales of the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, and she told me that What brews a perfect streak is their solid connection and their disciplined streak. For Riza, she is overjoyed to be playing consistently, and she credits it to the team culture and chemistry. From training together, eating out, and going on long road trips, the ZUS Thunderbells just bring their jolly and lighthearted selves wherever they go and in whatever they do. You know, they were even sharing laughs over breakfast this morning. And Riza told me that after every win, they go back to the basics, taking the lessons and lapses that they notice, even if they've been on a winning streak so far. This humility and connection may be difficult to forge, but it is this blend of traits that keep them winning. So let's see if they continue this streak tonight, Neil and Alexis.
Thank you very much, Jules. As you can see, they already won set number 1. So let's see if this will continue here for set number 2, if they're going to add another win to their win column. But again, the game is not yet finished. Everybody here in the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans doing their best to halt the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells in getting another streak. Now, you know, Neil, what's really great about this reinforced conference here in Candon, PVL and the city of Candon government have actually decided that part of the proceeds of this match that we are watching right now will be donated to the victims of the recent calamities in Cebu.
Well, we also have to brace ourselves for the next super typhoon. So sana po mag-ingat tayong lahat. We just have to be prepared as well. Our prayers go out to all of the victims affected by the super typhoon.
And that is just great to hear with the aid that is needed for the victims of Typhoon Tino. Ball is going to be kept alive here. Mondoñedo. And take a look at that power.
Well-calculated angle once again from the veteran Jovelyn Gonzaga. It's like target practice for her.
Like what we've been saying, the reinforced conference, yes, we do have reinforcements, but it's also another way for the locals to shine, to see also the upgraded level of playing they have together with our reinforcements. As you can see here, everybody's scrambling. Possibly from the pipe. Ponce will keep this alive. And that's going to be a violation. That's going to go to CHOCO MUCHO.
That will be a point for Dia Andaya, finding the corner pocket open on the floor of ZUS Coffee. There is a challenge on the floor from the Thunderbells, a football challenge.
It's going to be the first challenge of our match here. It's set number 2. Let's see if there's a football here. Again, you're watching the PVL Reinforced Conference. It's ZUS versus CHOCO MUCHO. A while ago in our previous match, it's PLDT who won 3 sets to 1 against Gallery's Tower High Risers. CHOCO MUCHO coming off a tough 25-23, 26-24, 25-19 loss to Capital One. As you can see here, they're doing their best. They're also just down by 1 in attacks in the first set. They're actually up by 2 blocks, but it's their 10 unforced errors that gave so much way for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells to dominate set number 1. The challenge is going to be denied here. Neil?
The service is out, so instant point pabalik ng ZUS Coffee.
Now, we've already seen this in set number 1. It was a 5-point cushion for most of that set. And right now, it's going to be the same narrative. 11 serving 6. Andaya will choose Cheng. Mondoñedo will pop it up high for De Beer. And that is going to sail. And actually, there's going to be a touch, so that's going to be ZUS's point still.
This is where it gets scary for the Flying Titans. Active na active yung locals ng ZUS Coffee, and then you have Anna De Beer starting to heat up.
You're right. She's actually been a bit dormant, giving way to the ZUS Coffee locals. But if you awaken her almost 30-point performance every single match previously,
Biggest problem has been the service reception of the Flying Titans, which is ironic because that trio is actually reliable when it
You're
comes
right.
to that skill department, but they're struggling right now. Timeout, Coach
Okay?
Dante.
Kalmahin nyo lang sarili nyo, makapasa lang tayo. Makapasa lang, unahin, okay? Pag struggle, sabi ko, adjust para makuha natin, okay? Isa-isahin lang natin, ha? Okay? Okay? Nagkakamali, normal. Okay? Pero yung pagka nagkamali ka, sumakot ka, walang nangyayari. Wala. Okay? O, sige, let's go. Kuha natin tayo, ha? Let's go, let's go.
And Neil, how do you think should the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans adjust? As of the moment, they are #1 ranked as the best receiving team. What is happening right now tonight?
I feel like they're just too tense when they're passing that ball or when they're receiving that ball. Obviously, hindi tina-target si Tank Ponce. So, they really have to talk it out kung paano sila mag-adjust. Tank Ponce can get a bigger zone. Pwede niyang agawin if the other receivers ask for help. So, it will really depend on their communication on the floor. Sabi nga ni Coach Dante, it's normal to make mistakes, but you have to be able to bounce back after committing these mistakes.
Have to deal with it right away. Like what they said, almost frazzled. Madi Madayag being their emotional anchor. Let's see if they can recalibrate things here for set number 2.
They also need to get numbers from their reinforcement margins. But hindi masyadong na-utilize yung foreign guest player nila because of the faulty passing of the Flying Titans. And these unforced errors are just helping ZUS Coffee.
Now ZUS Coffee has their points doubled here from CHOCO MUCHO. It's going to be 14, serving 7 with Jobs Gonzaga serving. Going to be a chance here for Molde, and that's going to be back-to-back errors. And that's going to be of 8 for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Again, a little bit more of composure is needed on the side of the Flying Titans. Let's see if they can handle this. And that's going to work. That's going to be a point of redemption here for Molde, targeting that corner pocket for CHOCO MUCHO.
At this point of the set, kailangan lang nila makuha yung tamang flow para mabalik yung confidence nila. They have a full front line right now.
Mondoñedo will choose De Beer. Through the block. And again, for the 4th time around, a second technical timeout. ZUS Coffee still on top. The 2025 NBA Emirates Cup is here on Signal. Watch the action this November to December on NBA TV Philippines and Pilipinas Live. Alam ko talagang fan na fan yan si Neil Flores, my analyst for tonight.
Alam ko na tatanong mo, favorite team?
Yes, your favorite
Philadelphia
team here.
76ers.
Wow. And your favorite player?
I'll get back to you on that.
Again, you can watch the NBA Emirates Cup here on Pilipinas Live as well. Thank you for tuning in because we are actually live on the Pilipinas Live app right now, and we have a Paul whose team will take control here, especially with the service reception. Finally, we see some action here coming from Marley Smith on the side of CHOCO MUCHO again. All their points are going to be crucial if they want to halt ZUS Coffee from halting and getting set number 2 as well.
I agree, minimum dapat double digits for the foreign guest player of CHOCO MUCHO. That can be a start as long as they have stable passing. It will be easier for Tia Andaya to set those balls up.
Combination play. Ball is kept alive here. Andaya will put it over to the other side. Who will Mondoñedo choose? It's going to be AC. Maddie will put it up. Andaya to Marley. The beer was there. Gonzaga will try to end things through. Cheng will put it over to the other side. And as you can see here again, Mondoñedo taking one for the team again.
She's the captain of this ship. He's been controlling the tempo of the match from the first set to the second set.
She's been steering it steadily and heavily together with the help of everybody on the team of ZUS. Wherever she goes, everybody puts up their points. 17 serving 9. We have AC Minor here ready to serve. If you're gonna look back at the standings, no losses yet for ZUS Coffee. And you see their system, it has been working pretty effectively. Again, we have here Gagate by the net. #1 draft for our last season before Belen.
We have a lot of choices when it comes to the middle blocker rotation. For ZUS Coffee, Riza Nogales, Dea Gagate, AC Minor, pick your poison.
Pick your poison, pick your coffee flavor, Neil. That is going to work for Arroyo. Let's not forget Chini also provided a double digits last match. So if you're going to talk about 4 or 5 players producing double digits here for ZUS, it's really an efficient team. Now we see for the first time entering inside the court, we have Dina Wong and Kat Tolentino now taking the opposite position.
Coach Dante can do a lot of things dyan sa starting unit. Pwede niyang bagu-baguhin at a certain point if they need Marley to go back to the left wing spiker position. Pwede din. Pwede rin si Kat as an outside hitter. So ang dami, they really just have to adjust in game depending on the situation. They're still down by 9 and hopefully this double sub can help them lessen this lead of ZUS Coffee.
You're right on that. Magiging depende din to sa pagbalasa ni Coach Dante Alinsunurin. And we see the first service of Dina Wong here for set #2 in Canton City. And that's gonna sail out. That's gonna be another crucial point for ZUS as they enter their 20th marker.
That has been the story of this match, not just in the first set, but also in the second set. Service errors ng CHOCO MUCHO masyadong madami, given the fact na ang ganda ng ginagalaw ng ZUS Coffee.
And they're actually up against the #1 serving team as of the moment. Gonzaga with that powerful push. Chance here for Cheng again, cross court. Good coverage coming from De Beer herself. And take a look at that power. Coming from the wings, coming from Arroyo. Let's take a look at this.
ZUS Coffee is in it to win it. They want to get their first gold in the PVL.
And there was a donut hole in the middle on the side of Choco Mucho. No go. Second attempt. But what was there? It's gonna be a chance here for Cheng again. Third attempt. Mondoñedo to Arroyo. And that is going to be a solid block point. Again, this is where they are at most dominant, at most powerful and confident. And they got to maximize it here by the net, especially with that prowess offensively of ZUS.
That's their bright spot right now. They're blocking. Got more block points in set #1. I think Maddie Madec already has 4 kill blocks in this game. But again, those unforced errors on the service line is really becoming painful talaga for Choco Mucho. But there's a challenge. It's a ball-in, ball-out challenge.
This is going to be our second challenge of our match. The first one was actually denied for ZUS Coffee. Now, as of the moment again, for set #1, they're actually up by 2 blocks. They were just down by 1 attack, but produced 10 unforced errors. As you can see, the narrative here for set #2 is they've been producing a couple of errors too, here and there. And if you're the one under You don't want to produce errors. You'd want to bank on the unforced errors of the other side of the court. But as you can see, ZUS Coffee has been efficient. Is it a ball in or a ball out? Take a look at the ball. And as you can see, the edge of that ball is actually in. So that's going to be a great bright spot for Coach Dante Alexunuri. That's going to be a successful challenge for CHOCO MUCHO. And it's really needed, Neil.
Sigh of relief for the Flying Titans. That will be a registered ace for their team captain in this Cheng.
And that's going to be a back-to-back points for CHOCO MUCHO there. Breaking the run of the Thunderbells. 13 serving 21. Let's see how much they can put in here. Recalibrating their defense. That's going to be a 3-0 run. Make that 5. Solid kill box. Coming from Madzilla herself. Take a look at this replay.
Yan yung pinaka-consistent skill department for the Flying Titans. That defense is led by the one and only Maddie Madayag.
She's called the tower for that reason. Montoniedo will choose the beer from the pipe. Wong was there. Wants it to Tolentino for her first attempt. Eroa will pop it up. Chance for Arroyo. And that is going to be another solid block point, courtesy of Tolentino.
I don't even think there was a block touch. Contact point was too low. Clearance was also low for Chini Arroyo.
Maddie being mad here, right by the net. Take a look at that face.
Game face on for Madzilla.
She's there to protect their side of the court here. 15 serving 21. Still a no-go. The tower is fortified here at CHOCO MUCHO. Is it a change of tides? It is! Talk about that final run coming from CHOCO MUCHO.
This is the stability we want to see from the Flying Titans. Nasimulan na ni Maddie Madayag and Kat Tolentino by giving support dun sa back row defenders nila dahil ang dami nga nila nakuwang block touches. The flow is better. It's smoother now, and they're just down by 5.
And the crowd in Candon is going wild. Ponce. Wong. Molden! Take a look at that. Biggest run so far here for CHOCO MUCHO. Saying not yet to ZUS Coffee. That's going to be a timeout for Coach Jerry. As you can see here, it's 21-17, but CHOCO MUCHO pulled that great upset in the middle of set number 2 with that 6-0 run. Take a look at their game faces here, ready to be aggressive on their side of the court. That tower has been fortified by their anchor herself in the name of Maddie Madayag. Like what you said, she was the anchor, grounded them all in composure here. It's a different CHOCO MUCHO we're seeing from here on out. Ball is kept in play here. Let's take a look at how they will recalibrate. And that is still going to be CHOCO MUCHO's point.
Then a touch will be called on ZUS Coffee. Dominic Gonzaga wanted to challenge the line of the Flying Titans.
Antenna was shook there.
Tatlo na lang ang lamang ng ZUS Coffee.
was such a big, dominant lead by ZUS a while ago. Take a look at that. This is going to be history in the making, Neil. That's going to be a 7-0 run.
Total rejection, single block by Kat Tolentino against Chini Arroyo. Now is the time for ZUS Coffee to use Ana de Beer in the back row to get that break point.
Again, Neil, this is a reinforced conference. We're gonna need some reinforcements on the side of ZUS Coffee in order to contain the power of Kat Tolentino and the rest of the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans. Ball is kept in play. Wong will choose Molde! And that is unstoppable on the side of CHOCO MUCHO. Now, they are just 1 point away. And everybody in the crowd going wild there in Canton City, Ilocos Sur.
They have finally found the solution. The first set, first half, second set, you felt na nararattle sila. But every time you get rattled, all you need to do is to slow down everything. Pabagalin mo yung bola until you get the proper flow. As expected, Ana de Beer will score from the back row.
And she's gonna cut that massive run by CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans again. Like what we said, she's the reinforcement that is needed by the Thunderbells. Everybody looking appalled from those strong moments and sequences coming from CHOCO MUCHO. What a save by Eroa. Wong to Maddie. Now a chance for Anna. Ball is going to be kept in play, but that is going to be ZUS's point.
That fault was called on CHOCO MUCHO. Sayang, that was a good pickup from Isa Molde.
We're going to have a timeout called by Coach Dante.
Hindi na maibabalik yun. Importante lang yung gagawin natin. Okay? Pasa lang muna. Pasa. Pasa. Pasa, ha? Uy, depende sa bola. Ayos mo na sanda kahit ano mangyari. Okay? Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Magandang challenge to, ha? Magandang challenge, ha?
Ay, CHOCO MUCHO! Ay,
Di pa tapos, di pa tapos. Sige lang, isa-isa yan, ha? Isa-isa.
kaya. 1 point lang, 1. Press ka lang. Next point tayo.
Nakuha tayo ng dalawa set.
Okay, laban natin to. Let's
Go, 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 go!
Ay!
Like what the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans said, hindi pa tapos yung laban. It's just a 2-point game. ZUS Coffee nearing the end of set number 2. But just like what they gave a while ago, like what they put out, that was almost a double-digit run coming from CHOCO MUCHO. Now their 20th marker. See here. Ball is kept in play. Chance for Gonzaga. Blocked by Maddie Madayag. Chance for De Beer. Molde again. And that is where Gagate comes through at the most crucial point here for set 2.
The Taft Tower getting a monster block against Isa Molde. Now ZUS Coffee is at set point.
Nagpakita yung mga tore ng Ateneo kanina. But again, let's not forget, we have Gagate on the side of ZUS. But here, we see CHOCO MUCHO saying not yet for the Thunderbells. Take a look at this play by Isa Molde.
ZUS Coffee will have 3 chances to put the set away.
Again, ZUS Coffee at set point, 21-24. Madayag serving, Mondoñedo will choose De Beer. And you see them scrambling with Tolentino's play, really doing everything they can to halt the Thunderbells.
She was surprised that she scored. She just pushed that ball toward the double block of ZUS Coffee.
Yan yung sinasabi ni Coach Dante Alinsunurin kanina, na hindi pa tapos yung laban. You should never feel the fear here. Kahit set point sila, the ball will continue. But De Beer will seal the deal here for ZUS Coffee. Take a look at the crowd going wild. We have some students watching from Candon. This point is brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. And as you can see here, another tight finish at the Candon City Arena. And it's still ZUS Coffee with a sharper execution. And the score here, 25-23. We'll be back for set 3 action. And as you can see the score, correctly it's 25-20, 25-22. The Flying Titans pulled the history-making run against ZUS Coffee, but Anna De Beer still managed to seal the deal. Gonzaga continues to lead the offense together with Gagate and Arroyo. Let's not forget to commend the towers of the Flying Titans with those solid kill blocks as we look at the set 2 highlights, Neil.
Choco Mucho definitely gained some momentum nung humabol sila nung set number 2, but for ZUS Coffee, they had enough gas in the tank to put the Flying Titans away. You can also see the shift in the roles for the Thunderbells. The locals score throughout the set, but when it comes to the finishing touches, si Anna De Beer na ang kumukuha nun. ZUS Coffee had more attack points compared to the Flying Titans. That's 16 in total, but blocking saved Choco Mucho, kinulang lang in the end. 7 kill blocks against the 3 of the Thunderbells. So again, consistent pa rin sila sa blocking department. Nahanap na nila yung tamang rhythm. They're able to slow things down dahil kanina pa binibilisan ni Clo Mondoñedo yung gameplay nila. Let's see if Choco Mucho can actually force a 4th set.
Everybody in the Candon City Arena really excited for what's ahead here for set 3 action. Because again, we had a solid set number 2. Purple flags were raised given that run by the towers of Choco Mucho. We head to set number 3, a crucial turning point in this matchup for ZUS Coffee. De Beer, Gonzaga continuing to lead the offense. And for Choco Mucho, it's gonna be consistency. which can possibly be the key here. Like what Neil said, they had a solid run. Pwede kinulang sa dulo. Let's see if they can have a finisher here for set 3 to extend to a 4th set as we are underway right now here in Ilocos.
It's an all-local starting unit for Coach Dante. This must-win 3rd set. Catalundino will play opposite. Lina Wong will be setting for the Flying Titans.
And like what you said, such an impact with the shuffling of cards for Coach Dante Alinsunuri, and when that double sub really worked for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. That's going to be a point for Nogales on the side of ZUS Coffee.
He's back on the floor for the Thunderbells. Kanina it was Tea Gagate who finished that 2nd set.
Again, lots of options here for Clo Mondoñedo. Be it on the wings or by the net. And that's gonna be a free point, especially given the Choco Mucho. Minor apologizes.
It's one of the few times that they would miss in the middle.
Cheng. Ready to serve here, team captain. That could have possibly been her 2nd ace. And that's gonna work easily for Matty Malayag. Nobody there. Great court sense.
Best start for Choco Mucho in this game.
And the score here is 3 serving 1. 2 sets to ZUS Coffee. None yet for Choco Mucho, but we'll see here for set number 3. De Beer for that kill. Too strong for Isa Molde.
ZUS Coffee wants to finish strong by sending a statement to the entire league that they can sweep any team.
You're right on that, undefeated as of the moment. And still hungry and eager to keep that streak alive. Wong. And that is going to work for Molde. And Cheng. Take a look at this replay.
Such a delicate touch from Isa Molde. Jovelyn Gonzaga couldn't keep that ball alive. Lead is still with the Flying Titans.
Let's see if they can protect this 2-point lead. Even add to that. Kanawa will pop it up for De Beer. Great coverage on the side of the Flying Titans. Matayag will play center. Now for Anna again, 2nd attempt. And they get it.
This is one of her lowest scoring games.
You're right.
That's not a bad thing because ang dami niyang tulong na nakukuha from the locals.
It means that the locals are playing within her level here for this match. A bit of a scramble on the side of the Flying Titans. Mondoñedo. And that is going to be out. Good attempt there for Minor. And are we getting a challenge? It seems like we are here. Gonna be our 3rd challenge here. Now it's gonna be a block touch for ZUS Coffee. If you just tuned in, the game is not yet finished. It's still getting hotter by the moment. We're here at the Candon City Arena. And we have a block touch. If you're watching now, we're on One Sports Channel 6, One Sports Plus Channel 261. We also have a live ball here on the Pilipinas Live app. Let's take a look at this replay if there's a block touch. Ooh,
There was a
2
block
fingers.
touch. That will be successful for the Thunderbells.
A while ago, Coach Jerry's first challenge was denied. Now it's successful for ZUS Coffee. The beer still on deck. This is gonna be a chance for the Thunderbells. And Minor gets a 2nd error with that same sequence and attempt right from the middle.
No challenge this time from ZUS Coffee. That was definitely out.
Wong. Put it over to AC, trying to redeem things here, but it's still going to be Choco Mucho's fate here.
Another kill block for the Flying Titans. No coverage behind AC Minor.
And ball is kept in play thanks to that save from Dina Wong. Mondoñedo will now choose the beer from the pipe. Ponce will put it over to Tolentino. Roa is gonna be there. Mondoñedo to Ceballos. Cross court. Ponce was there. Long rally ahead. Who is going to end this? We'll find out in a few. Ceballos. Ponce will pop it up high for Molde. Still alive. Anna from the back. Wong back set to Tolentino. Now Ceballos' turn. It's going to be blocked. It's a no-go. Anna, very powerful from the pipe. Still alive. Take a look at that. Minor, who has been really eager to get that point for herself.
Choco Mucho paid for that free ball. Actually, a good set, good bump set from Tang Ponce papunta sa right side, but Kat Tolentino decided to put that ball over. And when it comes to these long rallies, lalong hindi ka pwedeng magbigay ng
You're
free
right.
ball papunta sa kabila. So that will be their opportunity to run a play. Now we're all squared up at 6 after that De Beer hit.
As quickly as possible, De Beer brings that home. But a while ago, with that last long rally sequence, AC Minor really had that sigh of relief because before that, she had 2 unforced errors. And now, she's gonna take a back seat. Eroa will be here for ZUS Coffee. We'll need a little bit of refresh here for ZUS Coffee. 7 serving 6. 1-2 play. So no go. That's going to be the Flying Titans point. And now for the first time here in this match, Choco Mucho on top by 1.
The PVL Reinforced Conference is here in Ilocos City. We are here in Candon City Arena, and we are watching the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, who are up by 2 sets versus the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Neil and Alexis, I was able to catch up with Maddie Madayag of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and for her, one thing is clear: they've been lacking the heart and hustle to win their past games. She knows they've got a deep bench and with experienced veterans and a strong reinforced guest, but now all they have to do is execute with conviction. Coming from their most recent game, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans took it upon themselves to meet and talk about what they could still do to improve. In Maddie's own words, we need to bring back that fierceness. Coach Dante even added that is that hustle to the end game, a tendency seen in that last set that's still lacking with the team. And all the Flying Titans have to do is want that win more. Let's see if they're able to turn things around in the set. Neil and Alexis.
You're right, Jules. Everybody talking about really the prowess, the potential, and of course, the veteranship of Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Like what you said, they've got a full and deep bench. All they got to do is really hustle to that end game if they want to extend this to a 4th set, Neil.
I agree. Now, blocking is also alive. dito sa ZUS Coffee. We're now tied again at 8.
Like, this Tibay defensive play of the set is brought to you by Elastocil Selyado, ang bubong anumang panahon. Choco Mucho Flying Titans doing their best to execute with conviction. Madi Madayag saying to our teammates, they really want to bring back that fierceness. Because like what you said, Neil, kilala sila for being fierce. Kilala sila for being aggressive. We gotta see that here, especially at this crucial part of the match.
We already saw that. I mean, the glimpse of it when they played catch-up in set number 2. That's a convincing hit from Kat Tolentino, tying things up at 9. We've had a lot of deadlocks here in set number 3.
A different narrative from set number 1 with a comfortable 5-point cushion all set through for our first set. It's a neck and neck set number 3 here between ZUS and Choco Mucho. Soft touch has been working for Ceballos. All set through here. Now up by 1. Ceballos with 2 points last match, but let's not forget 11 and 10 for Gonzaga and Arroyo.
Another block point for the Thunderbells. Every time na nasa harap si Riza Nogales, dyan sila nakakuha ng block touches, but it was Jovelyn Gonzaga credited for that kill block. Joyce Tubino is now in.
Let's not forget, Tubino is also a deadly killer here for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Going back to Nogales, she has been drafted just early on this year, but she has been awarded Best Middle Blocker already for the past conference. And that is going to be another solid block point. As we were talking about her, like what our courtside reporter Jules Israel said, she's trying to connect humility with conviction and also confidence. It might be contrasting, but that is how ZUS has been winning all games through. Mondoñedo to De Beer, cross court. Talagang napatiwalag na lang yung ulo ni Tang Ponce with that strong hit.
ZUS Coffee is starting to pull away. 4-point lead for the blue shirts.
Maybe tayo na pagbababa. Diretso na agad tayo sa ano. Okay? Pasa. Pasa ulit.
Let's go, let's go. Eh, pasa, pasa. Kailangan natin lumabas. Kayo na.
Go, 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 go.
Walang titigil. Right! Choco Mucho! Titan Pride! Go, go, go. Layan siya no, whistle. Go na. Okay, umpisahan sa pasa ulit.
Everybody recalibrating here on the side of Choco Mucho. This is not a big cushion for them because nakita natin kanina humabol sila as high as 10 points. So with this third set, there is still a possibility for an extended match. We just need the hustle from the Flying Titans. Back set to Tolentino. And that is going to be back-to-back-to-back solid kill blocks from Riza Nogales, who has been unstoppable here by the net for defying the defense of ZUS.
She was already late, pero it really pays off pag masipag ka. Sometimes middle blockers would stop halfway pag feeling nila hindi na sila makakaabot. But for Riza Nogales, she always tries her best na makatalon pa rin kahit late na. Yan nare-reward siya ng mga kill blocks. 5-point lead already for the Thunderbells.
Yun yung sinasabi ni Jules Israel na pinaghihirapan ng ZUS Coffee ang kanilang mga panalo because they have been industrious and both the offense and the defense here. De Beer for that kill. Ball is kept in play. Chance here. Now, Kat has been putting it to the other side of the court. De Beer again down the line.
Jovelyn Gonzaga is playing like a second libero. She doesn't score as much, but she's getting a lot of good defensive touches.
Up by 6, tuloy-tuloy ang pasa dito sa ZUS Coffee. Wong. Mondoñedo. Up high for Gonzaga. That's gonna be consecutive points for ZUS Coffee. Now changing the narrative. Now they're on top here for the second technical timeout. On your screens, Mayor Eric Singson watching the hot play here together with Ricky Palu. And as you can see here, the game is heating up as well for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans. Everybody in Candon City in full attendance here for this heated matchup between CHOCO MUCHO and ZUS Coffee. If you just tuned in, this is set number 3. 6-point cushion here for the Thunderbells.
Here comes the double sub. Coach Dante, this time it's Tia Andaya and Marty Smith subbing in for Kat Tolentino and Dina Wong.
Mondoñedo will choose Gonzaga. Look at that hard working saves of Ponce. Smith with that attempt. De Beer to counter. Nandiyan pa din si Tang.
She's everywhere.
Eroa, Stern. Now for De Beer. Look at that solid kill block. This is going to be a conference high for Maddie Madayag for CHOCO MUCHO. Take a look at this.
That will be good for the confidence of Marty Smith. This is the time for her to get as many points as possible.
De Beer again. And that is going to be back-to-back kill blocks here for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans. This is what they do best. So they should keep on doing what they're doing. They've shown this in set number 2. They're looking for the hustle to the end game.
That the 6th kill block of Maddie Madaya. First error though from CHOCO MUCHO will bring this lead back to 5.
Gagate in for Coach Jerry E. We're going to have a full tower here for ZUS Coffee. Chance here for Smith. Single-handedly blocked by the other reinforcement. One-handed save there by Ceballos. And that's going to sail out. It's actually a check-in.
A block touch on Tia Gagate. Tia Andaya needs to give more sets to the middle if she wants to establish their spacing.
Activation of the middles here, just like in the likes of Gagate. Every single time they give the ball to Tia Gagate, she produces. Quality minutes here for Tia Gagate, together with her connection with Mondoñedo. 18 serving 13. Ooh, that's the power we're looking for here. Maddie Madayag has been taking one for the team, Neil.
It can be as simple as that. Simple power tip from Maddie Madayag. Get that point for CHOCO MUCHO.
She has been the anchor here for the Flying Titans. be it defensive kill blocks or even offense right by the middle. 14 serving 18. Service ace for Madi Madayag. One of her best performances here for the preliminaries. Dugate, Ana de Beer.
It's closing time for ZUS Coffee, so you all know that it is going to be Ana de Beer time for Clo Mondoñedo.
De Beer on deck here, 19, serving 15. That's gonna sail out. Gonna be a crucial point here for CHOCO MUCHO, cutting the lead now to 3.
Another double sub for Coach Dante. We're still down by 3. This is the perfect opportunity for the Flying Titans to close the gap.
Wong to serve. Oh! And that's going to be a service ace here for Wong. That's going to be 2 service aces for CHOCO MUCHO here. We're going to have a timeout for Coach Jerry. Like what you said, it's closing time for ZUS Coffee. But on the other side of the court for CHOCO MUCHO, it's clutch time. Because if they want to extend this to a set number 4, they got to take down that lead, be it 2 points or even more. Dina Wong to serve. Will this be another ace? Ball will be kept in play here. Gagate will sail that out. Trimming that lead, being also helpful to the Flying Titans.
It's not the usual set for Thea Gagate. It looked like a 4 instead of a slide attack.
18 serving 19, getting closer and closer here. De Beer from the pipe. And that is going to be unsavable even for our 4-time best libero. Take a look at that. Sealing that finisher, showing why she's part of the USA national team. Nagata will be the one to serve here, 20th marker. Mondoñedo will choose De Beer again. Softer. Chance here for Molde again, second attempt. Covered, De Beer from the back, putting it over here. Chance for the Flying Titans. Ball is kept in play. And that is going to work. Arroyo down, but they get her back up.
Set was too tight for Chini Arroyo. Good thing nobody's hurt from both ends of the court. CHOCO MUCHO is 1 point away from tying things up here in the 3rd set. This will be their last push of the set.
Neil, this is the hustle to the end game that they are talking about. If they get this, we extend. If they don't. And now, this is what they are talking about. This is the hustle. Now we're tied neck and neck at 20.
Strong front line here for CHOCO MUCHO. That's skilled long. Credited to Cherry Nunag.
Mondoñedo to De Beer from the pipe. Ball is kept in play. Chance for Arroyo. Coverage is there for CHOCO MUCHO. And the crowd goes wild. The jerseys, flags, all purple, raced up here for the Flying Titans.
What a time for Coach Dante to field in Royce Tubino.
Royce Tubino getting quality minutes here. Arroyo will try to counter. And she gets it, tying the game at 21 all. Neck and neck battle here. Both squads eager to get this win on their side. Wong. And they get that again, the Flying Titans. Arocha in.
Substitution for Coach Dante. Gina Rocha will serve once again for the Flying Titans. Manny Madayag is up front. That is good news for Choco Mucho. Added boost to their net defense. Habang nasa likod pa si Ana De Beer.
Montoniedo will choose Arroyo. Ball is kept in play despite that block. Wong will choose Tolentino. And that's gonna sail out. But she's checking, contesting for a block touch here.
This is going to be a crucial challenge from Choco Mucho. Dina Wong was able to get the delay. That double block established by ZUS Coffee. So the ball sailed out, but we do have to check if there was a block touch.
As you can see here, a very crucial point as the Choco Mucho Flying Titans are indeed eager to extend this match. Was there a block touch? And one finger.
There was a block touch.
That is going to be crystal clear eyes. That's going to be a successful challenge for Coach Dante and Sunurin.
Might be the game changer for Choco Mucho. Two-point lead.
Take a look at that. Arroyo taking one for the team here, cutting the lead to just a single point. Again, for this entire preliminaries, 0 defeats for ZUS Coffee.
Ring rotation na inaabangan ni Coach Jerry. Ana De Beer is in front. Kasama pa niya si Jovelyn Gonzaga and Riza Nogales.
Crucial serve here awaits for Ceballos. Wong. Cheng. De Beer. Ball is kept alive here. Chance for Anna. That's going to be saved. Still alive. Anna, third attempt. Look at that power, but you see it's going to be challenged right then and there.
Footfall. Mid-rally, I think they will be checking the foot of Clo Mondoniedo as she set that ball up. They challenged mid-rally, so if this is unsuccessful, point will immediately go to ZUS Coffee. But either way, kill na rin naman yon for Ana De Beer.
Very crucial challenge here for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Take a look at this. Was there a center line fault? And there was. The crowd goes wild. And there is none for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, that is not going to be a successful one for Coach Dante.
Coach Dante is asking for a replay of that footage. Kailangan buong foot yung lumagpas sa center line.
The foot should be, the whole foot should be completely.
If there's a portion of the foot that is still on the line, it won't be considered as a foot fault. But Coach Dante is asking for another replay of the footage. He's looking for a certain frame in that video clip.
Now they are requesting for a replay. But now they're actually asking as well kung pwede ba magkaroon ng pangalawang replay for that challenge. We are tied at 23 all. So this is really going to be a crucial point for Choco Mucho if they get the successful challenge. But again, like what Neil said, kung hindi naman kompletong paa yung nasa other side of the court, then that is not considered as a central line fault. Madayag protesting also to the line ref. Ball will continue here. We are at a neck-and-neck battle, a very crucial one at that. We are tied at 23 all. Again, unsuccessful challenge for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Let's see if they can redeem things through. That is going to be a solid block point from the veteran herself, Jovelyn Gonzaga, who has been wanting to prove to everybody why they are undefeated in the first place.
Now, ZUS Coffee is at match point after that monster block against Royce Tubino. Can they finish it out of system play from Choco Mucho?
And it's still not yet. We may have not yet extended to a set 4, but the set point is indeed extended here. We have an extended set 3. Finding the donut hole there.
Ice in her veins. Remember her name, Royce Tubino, coming up clutch.
Quality minutes there. Oh! One hand save there. Mondoniero will choose the beer!
Too strong for Ana De Beer. That is outside. No challenge from Coach Jerry Yee. Choco Mucho is still alive, and now they have the upper hand in this third set. Only 1 point away from sending us to a fourth.
If you saw in our previous match here, Galleries also won a set over BLDT. And Madi Madayag talked to Jules Israel about hustling to get that end game, finding consistency. De Beer will still not get it. That will lead Choco Mucho to finally get a set victory, extending this match to a set number 4. Let's take a look at this replay. Purple flags raised up high. This point is brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Well deserved. Coming from the quality minutes of Tubino. Let's take a look at that score. We'll be back here on the Pilipinas Live app. And as you can see here, the score is 25-20, 25-22. And now for the first time in this match, 26-24, Choco Mucho dominating with those 2 unforced errors given by Debir herself.
Fortunate tail end of that set from the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. As you mentioned, those back-to-back errors were costly for ZUS Coffee. Talagang kinapitan ng Choco Mucho yung set number 3. Blocking was still alive. Royce Tubino had her clutch moments. So right now, the momentum is with Choco Mucho. So ZUS Coffee has to be careful. They have to start stronger because we know that a reverse sweep is up in the air. That is a very possible scenario. We've seen that so many times already in the PVL. Kaya yung mga teams pag up na ng 2 sets, non-negotiable na yung third eh.
You're right.
But we're in this position already. Choco Mucho is in the ball game with their first set win.
We've been talking about this, Neil, how crucial of a game this is for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Let's take a look at the set 3 highlights as they dominated as well in terms of attacks and blocks.
Madi Madayag was very consistent in set number 3. Hindi lang sa net defense, kahit papano, nabibigyan na siya ng opportunities to score. Because in the first 2 sets, most of the sets actually went to the left and right pins. Walang masyadong opportunity for the middles of Choco Mucho to help in scoring. But nakakatulong naman sila when it comes to blocking. But when you get to activate them from those simple A-quicks or back-quicks, even B-quicks, ang laki ng spacing na maibibigay nun for their outside hitters.
And we've seen quality minutes here. It's going to be the spark plug of Choco Mucho Flying Titans in the name of Royce Tubino. She actually entered later in the game, but what an impact she has made here. Let's take a look at the statistics for set 3.
It was ZUS Coffee's turn to give so many unforced errors to the Flying Titans. Lamang na lamang yung ZUS Coffee pagdating sa attacking. They also outblocked Choco Mucho thanks to Riza Nogales. But in the end, it was those unforced errors that helped Choco Mucho. It's another good start for the Flying Titans. First point for them of that Isamolde hit.
We have Wong ready to serve and all smiles here from that past set victory. They wanted to extend and they did. That's going to sail out. That's going to be the first service error coming from ZUS Coffee this set. Wong serving. And that's going to work for Mondoñedo.
Tolentino mistimed that gift from Ana de Beer. It was an overpass from ZUS Coffee, but it put that ball away.
1 serving 2. Look at that power coming from Isamolde, still alive from that energy-driven set number 3 here. For set number 4.
Already get a sense that we're seeing a different Choco Mucho squad. They displayed grit in that second set. They continued to play catch-up in set number 3. Now they have a 3-point lead in the 4th frame. Looking to force a 5th. Hopefully deal the first loss dito sa ZUS Coffee.
And Neil, that's actually 4 service aces already for this entire match on the side of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Because ZUS Coffee may be up in attacks, but Choco Mucho trying everything they can in other departments to halt the Thunderbells. And they've been solid and steady in blocking, but let's not forget the tower in Riza Nogales on the side of ZUS Coffee as well.
Almost in double digits, 9 points unofficially for Riza Nogales. Perfectly timed block there to support Chini Arroyo.
2 serving 4. Make that 2 serving 5. That's going to be 2 service errors coming from Arroyo. Again, they gave away so much more errors in comparison to Choco Mucho. That's what halted them for set number 3. Eroa to the beer. And it is fortified tower on the other side of the court. Walang butas, Neil. Take a look at this.
Maddie Madayag has been playing so well for the Flying Titans, holding her own against the reinforcement of ZUS Coffee. Nawala na ako sa bilang dun sa block counter natin. She's probably at 6 skilled blocks now.
Probably more than her conference high of 6 skill blocks last match against Capital One. She has been way more consistent here as well, not just in the kill blocks like what you said, Neil, also in the attacks department. That's still Maddie Madayag's point.
She really wants to win this game.
Already in double digits here. Madzilla for the Flying Titans. Keeping all the Flying Titans fans here in Candon waving their flags. 7 serving 3. De Beer again. The coverage is there for Choco Mucho. Eroa will pop it up for Gonzaga. Kill block, no go. Chance here for De Beer again. Way more composed here on the side of the Flying Titans. Montonieto to Gonzaga again, and that is going to sail out. Way too much power there. That's going to be a 4-0 run for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. And their first technical timeout, they're on top. But as of the moment, we are also being called by a challenge here. The first one for set 4. A block touch is contested here. Now it's minus down. It's 7, possibly an 8. Let's take a look at the challenge first. If we're gonna look at the numbers, Neil, the middle blockers have been the most active here for this match. For ZUS Coffee, it's Riza Nogales. Quality moments of Thea Gagate. On the other side of the court, it's Maddie Madayag and Kathleen Lino. Take a look at that replay. There was indeed a block touch with a 3rd finger.
That will be called on Maddie Madayag.
Successful challenge here for Coach Jerry Yee. 4 serving 7. What a save. As you can see here, Maddie Madayag has been unstoppable. What a game she has here, putting Choco Mucho on their first technical timeout for set 4.
Watching the PVL Reinforced Conference here in Candon City Arena. It's the Choco Mucho Flying Titans versus the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Neil and Alexis, it is Thunder versus Turbulence. It is Persistence versus Perfection here in Candon City Arena. It's been a tight match. And you know, speaking with AC Minor of the Thunderbells, she mentioned that they need to prolong their heart and their hustle to end the game. What changed in their preparation is also a new conditioning program that they've been implementing, which could be a reason for their dominance so far. And across the net, you know, I noticed a common thread. It's the same thing Choco Mucho's coach Dante Alinsunuran mentioned their endgame hustle. It's a mental aspect of the game that they are working on, you know, that composure and calm, even in tense tight matches. That is how they will win. So let's see if the match ends in ZUS's consistency or if it's a Choco Mucho comeback. Neil and Alexis?
We are also eager to know that, Jules, if it's indeed a comeback since they had 2 straight losses. But the resurgence is kicking in for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Madi Madayag apologizing. Let's take a look at this replay with that very strong hit. Putting her down.
We're just in Madi Madayag's world at this point.
We are at Madi Madayag's Madzilla universe as of the moment. She has been unstoppable, has been dominant, all sets through, not just with her kill blocks, but also with her attacks. You know how we've been saying selyado yung bubong? Selyado yung net ng Choco Mucho Flying Titans. But here, Chini Arroyo makes a break through it.
Pure power from Chini Arroyo to break the block of Dina Wong. Great chase also from Clo Montonieto.
Two squads coming off different stories from their past matches. Let's not forget, they are so eager to make this comeback. They had a straight set loss against Capital One. Look at what they are showing right now. Pure power and composure for Choco Mucho. But look at that swag off coming from Chini Arroyo, showing them that they are the undefeated team on top.
Love that energy from Chini Arroyo. Talagang palaban. She will never back down. I just saw the updated number of kill blocks of Madi Madayag. She now has 9 kill blocks in this game.
9 kill blocks.
Might be her personal best.
This is her personal best, Neil, because she had a recording 6-point high last match. So now she's at 9. Crazy, crazy one. Chini Arroyo again, and that is going to be out the line. A little bit heated here at the Cadon City Arena.
No challenge from ZUS Coffee.
Yung swag ni Chini Arroyo kanina may pabewang, Neil.
Binalikan din siya agad ni Dina Wong.
The beer from the pipe. That's gonna leave Dina Wong faced. She's there for a reason. She is the reinforcement needed here by the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Like what we said, it is indeed good news that the locals have been doing their part, supporting everybody here. But let's not forget we have reinforcements, and we're also wanting to see some action from Marley Smith, but she's right now at the backseat for Coach Dante Alinsunuran. What a save there by Eroa De Pierre. That is way too much tension. Gigil. That sails through the net. 4-point cushion here for Choco Mucho. Very different narrative from set number 1.
4-point lead for the Flying Titans. They're looking good. Tinuloy-tuloy lang nila yung momentum nila. Parang diesel talaga.
You're right.
Yung Choco Mucho in this game against ZUS Coffee.
Nag-init sila, nag-adjust sila. Nakita natin, nag-pep talk sila ng kanilang hustle to the end game. A while ago, they were actually down by 2. Malapit na mag-set point ang ZUS Coffee, but they were telling themselves, hindi pa tapos yung laban. And right now, they have extended. You see the composure coming from Cheng and everybody else here inside the court. Let's not forget to commend Ponce being everywhere, saving everything for long, long rallies.
Took them some time para magising.
But
They've
now
come a long way, and the ball control has been on point for Choco Mucho. First 2 sets, di nila na papasa papunta sa target zone. Ang daming chase from the setters. Even the second balls were a bit shaky. Now they're in total control of set number 4.
And ZUS breaks that through. Let's not forget, Neil, this is an all-Filipino team. for Choco Mucho here for set number 4. We see no Smith inside. Wong.
Yeah,
Solid
Manny
block.
Madayag. For Choco Mucho, you have Ariza Nogales.
Mali ata yung pull-up natin of the question of the day. Today, it's about the blockers tonight.
Paramihan ng kill blocks.
Wong, Tolentino. Arroyo was there. Chance for De Beer. We have Molde saving that. Tobino. Chance for Gonzaga. Gets one, cuts the lead to 2.
This time it's ZUS Coffee playing catch-up. Jovelyn Gonzaga helping the team in scoring. Kanina, ang dami niyang nakukuhang digs and passes from their coverage. Now, iba na naman yung role ni Jovelyn. It's to support Anna De Beer in scoring.
Roles have changed here. De Beer has been the dominant one in terms of attacking. And we see here Lorraine entering first-time action for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Nobody there. Tobino has been their secret weapon. Hindi naman sekreto yung kay Madi Madayag eh. She has been there since set 1. But Tobino has been the bright spot here for Coach Dante Alinsunurin. Mondoñedo to Gonzaga. Power. Power then. But take a look at that 45. A solid single-handed block by Riza Nogales. Labanan ng mga tore dito here in Canton City Arena. Again, if you've just tuned in, we're live on One Sports Plus in the Pilipinas Live app. Take a look at that!
It's the blocking system of ZUS Coffee versus the blocking system of Choco Mucho. Not even the attacks na nakakatulong
You're
sa
right.
teams na lumayo. It's really their first line of defense.
And it's such an amazing game to see. Nalabanan talaga dito by the net. It doesn't go as far as the back line. Dina will pop it up high for Tobino. One-handed save there. Long rally ahead. Chance here for Royce. Mondoñedo to Gonzaga. And that will be blocked yet again.
Manny Madayag now in double digits in blocking. 10 points all from her net defense.
Kung lamok yung bola, insect repellent si Maddie Neal. Has been repelling all the balls since set number 1. Has been consistent all set through. Can't wait to see her percentage in blocking. De Beer cross court. Coverage is there. Mondoñedo. AC Minor makes a redemptive point here. She's back here for Coach Jerry. Fresh legs from the bench. Take a look at this.
This is where it gets interesting. Itong palitan ng puntos halfway through the set. Something's gotta give.
Up and away! Now Choco Mucho still on top here for the second technical timeout. It's a single-point lead here for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. We're looking at Madi Madayag. Still firm here. Ever so firm, being the anchor here for Choco Mucho. On the other side of the court, makikita nating sobrang palaban din ni Chini Arroyo together with Jobs Gonzaga. And of course, they're powerful Anna De Pierre. Marley Smith for that kill. And finally, she gets one for the Flying Titans. We'll really need a lot of reinforcement coming from her if they wanna extend this 5-setter.
Fresh legs also. Para kay Coach Dante, matagal-tagal din. Nakaupo si Marley Smith sa bench. Now is the time for them to utilize all of that power in that body.
Pretty sure she got to watch what the Flying Titans needed. Andaya. And that is going to be ever so costly because palapit na tayo sa 20th marker, and we know what happens when ZUS nears the 20th marker. But again, Choco Mucho has ever been so resilient this entire match. Now we have AC Minor ready to serve, 18 serving 17. Andaya will choose Smith. Off the block.
2 quick points for Marley Smith. Just by looking at her approach, I feel like she prefers lower sets. I know mataas siya tumalon, but there's that tendency na malunod pa din siya pag sobrang taas ng set.
She attacks mid-ball. That is going to be 3 consecutive points. 2 attacks coming from Marley Smith. Now a solid block point again. Hindi mo na mabibilang dito. Ngayon, coming from Malde herself. Now a chance for Arroyo! Take a look at that. Sa puso daw, Neil.
Kanya was a bit late for the support block. Chini Arroyo just took advantage of it. It's a race to 6 with these two teams.
Neck and neck battle here. Oh! Veteran champ of Jovelyn Gonzaga shining through here for ZUS Coffee.
Most of the time, that will most probably be the result of the free balls given by Choco Mucho.
Tight. Dina. Look at that! Tower versus tower in the likes of Risa Nogales.
They only need 2 more to get their 6th straight win in the reinforced conference.
Who will Montañedo choose? It will still be Chinny. Back-to-back points here for this beast coming from ZUS. She has had the fighting spirit since set 3.
Coach Jerry needed another scorer. That's why he fielded in Chini Arroyo.
Can they halt this? Look at that! Risa Nogales sealing the deal here for this entire 4-set match. Still undefeated. Neil now at a 6-0 in their win column. Take a look at this. This one is brought to you by Myra. Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Worth celebrating every point.
Chini Arroyo just came up with big numbers in the end of set number 4 to give ZUS Coffee another win. This time the second preliminary round of our reinforced conference.
What a showdown here at the Candon City Arena here at Ilocos Sur. And we see ZUS Coffee Thunderbells taking set 4, securing the match with authority, not just in prowess coming from the reinforcement Ana de Deer, but with the powerful solid kill blocks coming from Riza Nogales. A game filled with heart, grit, and incredible displays of power from both teams. Exactly what PVL fans love. The score is 25-20, 25-22, 24-26. 25-19. Look at the prowess. Now we will be back with the player of the game here. Don't go away. We'll be back on Pilipinas Live App. And now we're still live here at the Candon City Arena. This Babad Player of the Game is brought to you by Davon. Unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family only with Davon. Babad na babad talaga sa net. Take a look at his highlights. And now we have Jules Israel together with our player of the game. No
I'm
other.
here with Chloan Montañedo of the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells standout player of the game. Congratulations, Chloan. Congratulations. Perfect pa rin ang team ninyo. Playing with no pressure. Kanina medyo tight yung game. So as a setter, paano ka nag-adjust para makuha yung panalo na yon, lalo na mas marami kang strong attackers?
Well, ganun naman lahat ng game eh. Magiging tight yan. Pero kasi ako, nandyan yung tiwala sa akin ng teammates ko and coaches ko. So ako gusto ko lang talagang maayos yung trabaho ko.
And kitang-kita na yung tiwala and connection nyo sa loob ng court. Andun talaga. At yun ang susi lang tagumpay nyo so far. Pero paano nyo aalagaan to ngayon na mas umi-intense na ang games natin dito sa PVL?
Wala pa yung tagumpay, pero ayun, tratrabahuhin namin every game, one game at a time lang.
Thank you so much, Ate Ko. And syempre, may mga gusto ka bang batiin at pasalamatan lalo na dito sa Ilocos Sur?
First of all, gusto namin magpasalamat sa boss namin, sa SJ family, and also kay Boss Frank, and sa family ng teammates ko, and sa lahat po ng nanood ngayon, and also sa families ko, and kay Wilfrey. Hi.
Thank you, Ate Chloe. Congratulations once again to the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. And now I'm here with Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Maddie Matayag, do you have any message for our fans here in Candon City Arena?
Hi everyone! Ramdam na ramdam namin yung support nyo and love for the game. And we're just really happy na ang dami pong nakapagnood ng game namin today. So thank you everyone! Hope to see you soon again!
Thank you very much, Maddie. And also here with Bea Gagare of the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Do you have any message for our fans here in the arena?
Of course, I just want to say thank you po sa lahat ng sumuporta sa team namin. Especially doon sa crowd doon na nakita ko yung may banner. Thank you so much and I hope na patuloy po yung suporta niya sa team namin. Thank you!
Thank you, Thea. Congratulations once again. And thank you, Maddie. Now let's wrap up this game day. What a match this has been, Alexis and Neil.
Thank you very much, Jules, Israel. What an intense matchup. And take a look at our upcoming games here. Very, very exciting. Neil, grabe talaga yung mga matchup dito. Talagang heated. As you can see, there were crowds of purple, there were crowds of blue. And everybody was just roaring as the game was extended to that hustle that the Choco Mucho Flying Titans wanted. Pinag-uusapan nila yon. They wanted to